Hey guys, what's up? It's Julia, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my April and May book haul for you guys. And you guys really liked my March one, and you know, I've accumulated a lot of books these past 2 months. I think like 20 or somewhere around there. So I can't go into these too much in depth of what the stories are about, but I will try to do my best so this video is not like 10 minutes long, because my videos have been really long recently. And yeah, but let's just get into all the books, and yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to be starting off with the Cassandra Clare Shadowhunter books. So the first book I picked up was The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Maureen Johnson, and Sarah Resbrennan. Yes. One of the characters in the Mortal Instruments and Infernal Devices trilogy is Magnus Bane, and then if you know him, he's sassy and he's old. He's old. And he is a warlock, and it is really interesting because this is a book based on all of his stories, because he's been alive for like thousands of years. So I'm really excited to get to this eventually, and the spine is pretty, and it's the cover. The next book is The Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. I hope I'm right. I think so. But this is actually like naked right now because I took the dust jacket off, because I started reading it for a little bit, and I read like a couple pages every little bit just to slowly make my way through it. It's a lot of information. I don't want to just like storm through it, but it's like everything to know about the Shadowhunter world, like descriptions on warlocks, fairies, descriptions on the weapons, descriptions on like everything. And it's really cool because like we actually mentioned the codex in the Infernal Devices. That's not like a spoiler or anything like that, I don't think, but they do mention it in there, and like I never heard about it in like the Mortal Instruments series, at least not in the first 5 books. And the fact that they were mentioning it in the Infernal Devices was really cool, because Tessa was referring to it all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. But this book is beautiful. Like look at the cover. Wow. And then the spine, it's just so pretty, and it's like smooth, and it's very nice. It's very nice. The next 3 I picked up was Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, all 3 books in the Infernal Devices trilogy, also by Cassandra Clare. And I read this one I read the first book in April, and then I read these 2 this month, and I marked off way too many quotes, especially in the last one. But you guys will hear more about these in my wrap up, but I am like in pain and I am drained, and they're amazing. Like if you're not that big of a fan of the Mortal Instruments, at least try out the Infernal Devices, because you may really like these. And they're like set in like the late 1800s, and they have kind of that steampunk kind of vibe to them, and the way they speak is like really cool in my opinion, and just everything about them is really awesome. So check them out. I'll be showing you guys more of my like contemporary ones that I picked up. So the first one I picked up was Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. The next book I picked up this month was To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, and this is pretty much about this girl, and every boy that she likes she writes like this big letter to, and then, you know, just to get over them quickly and stuff. So one day all these letters get sent out, and then yeah, things happen, and all the boys see all the stuff she's written about them. So is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and I hear non-stop things about this, and I'm pretty sure this is a suicide kind of book, and I've heard how beautiful it was, and like apparently Jennifer Niven has like a degree in poetry, and it shows in the book. So I really want to get to this soon. I'm just not in the mood in the moment for contemporary, so yeah, I'll get to it though, and I'm really excited for it. So, and next I have Confess by Colleen Hoover, and this book is pretty much about an art studio or an art gallery, whatever you want to call it. And pretty much the art gallery is called Confess, and you leave anonymous confessions in this little box outside the door, and the artist there, he makes pieces of like based on your confessions, and things happen. It's lovely. It's wonderful. I read this month also. I'll get more into it in the wrap up, but just know I did like it, and there's like pictures of the artwork and stuff in there, and you know, it's good. And it was my first Colleen Hoover book, and it was good. So yeah. The next book I picked up throughout the like last 2 months was I Hate My Selfie by Shane Dawson, and I did read this last month, so you may have seen it before if you watched my wrap up video. But this is pretty much Shane Dawson, like the YouTuber. It's like what was it? A collection of essays. Yes, it says right on the cover. But they were good, and there was like artwork for like every chapter, which was really fun. Like, for example, you know, it's good. I liked it. So the book I picked up was A Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and I'm really excited to get into this. I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy, and I forget what the exact name of the trilogy is called, but I've heard nothing but good things about this trilogy, and I'm excited to get into it. So yeah, and I'm excited. Sounds good, looks good. I'm excited. I picked up the Harry Potter box set by J.K. Rowling, and I'm really super excited to read these. I haven't read Harry Potter. Don't freak out. I haven't read Harry Potter, but I'm going to get to them eventually, and this edition is so pretty. Just look at them. Oh my god. I died, but like I'll show you the first cover of the book, but these covers are beautiful, and I've heard nothing but good things about Harry Potter, so I'm very excited to get into this. And just look at them. Just look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited. And yeah, this was kind of like a graduation present because I'm graduating this year from elementary school, not high school. But this was kind of like one of my graduation presents, like an early grad present, because I went to the States and they had it there and you can't buy it here. So I got at Barnes & Noble in the States, and that was my first time going to Barnes & Noble, so that was fun. That was fun. I like that. The next book I picked up this month was A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and this book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it's the first book in a series, and this came out this month, and I've heard nothing but good things. Like, hype is everywhere, so I do want to read this soon. I will read it soon. Okay, I will. But I've heard great things, and I'll have to push away all the hype and read it, but it does look really good and exciting, and I'm very excited to read it. So the next book is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and this book is pretty much about a society where there is red bloods and silver bloods, and silver bloods are like at the top, you know, and they have like kind of abilities and stuff like that, and then there is like the red bloods who are at the bottom, and they are classified as like servants and like stuff down there. And pretty much one of the red bloods has a power that the silver blood has, and that's kind of what this book is about. And I think it's the start of the series or trilogy or something. I'm not positive on that, but I've heard great things about this book. It was really hyped up on here like last month or the month before that. It was really hyped up and talked about. I still haven't read it. It was 40% off, so I got it, but I do want to get to it. The cover's nice. I'm excited. The next book is Red Rising by Pierce Brown, and I have heard wonderful things about this, just like most of these books, and the author is pretty nice looking too. But that's not why I bought it, but the author's very nice looking. But it kind of has kind of the same concept as Red Queen, not really. It's like there is red bloods, but there's gold bloods too, and it's more fantasy and like action-packed type of story. And I think this is classified as an adult too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, and I'm really excited for this, and I believe it's a trilogy, and I'm excited. And this is just the first book, obviously, and then The Golden Sun, the second book, was released near the beginning of this year, and then I think the third book comes out in like a year or two, but I'm pretty excited. So, and the last book I have to show you guys today is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh, and I'm excited. I keep saying that. And pretty much this book, I know, revolves around like seasons, and that's probably not even a good description at all of it, but I don't know too much, and I don't want to go into a lot of books knowing too much about them. That's why I don't, you know, I don't read too many synopses. Of course I will read them, but you know, I don't want to go into books knowing too much, because sometimes they spoil you a little bit, because they tell you what happens like halfway through and you're like, oh. But you know, I'm really excited. I've heard nice things, and it looks pretty, looks fun. I'm gonna give it a go sometime soon. And that was all the books I had to show you guys today. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any requests, anything like that, let me know in a comment. I would love to know if you guys have read any of these books, want to read any of them, read them, know about them. Let me know in a comment and we could talk about them. And you know, without spoilers though, don't do that to people. You don't want to spoil people. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.